Channel of Choice Movie Television, today the 24th of May in the year 2021. My name is Kelvin Tabula Chifokolo. Now with 87 days to go before the August pause, we continue to build up and to count down to the August pause. And tonight on Blunt Talk, we want to look at the coexistence among young politicians ahead of the August pause. We have seen young people being called all sorts of names and being used as tools of violence, and want to see if at all young people will be a change or a game changer when it comes to issues of politics and coexisting ahead of the August pause. I have Lazarous Simukoko, representing the Democratic Party, DP. He is the Deputy Lusaka Provincial Youth Chairperson and also a member of the media team. Lazarous Simukoko, good evening and welcome to Blunt Talk. Good evening, Mr. Kelvin, and good evening to our viewers. Thank you so much, Mr. Simukoko. Also, I have from the Patriotic Front, he is the chairperson of Utunensu Nachagwa. He goes by the name of Moses Silungwe. Moses Silungwe, good evening and welcome to Blunt Talk.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Zambia.
Last but not the least, and the only lady on Blunt Talk, representing the United Party for National Development, UPND, who is also an aspiring candidate for Kazungula Council as a council chairperson, Tatira Mbozi. Tatira, good evening and welcome to Blunt Talk.
Good evening, and of course, to the viewers out there, we are going forward with Zambia.
Thank you so much. The rules of the game, ladies and gentlemen, are very simple. You'll be given 3 minutes to make your points or to answer to a question that I'm going to pose to you. In case there is something that your colleague has said and you want to clarify or you want to rebut to that, you can hold your thoughts or hold your fire. And when I give you 3 minutes, you maybe start by responding to what your colleague has said or answer my question and let alone respond. Those are the rules of the game. Lazarus, how do I refer to you? Lazarus Simukoko, Lazarus or DP member?
Either.
Moses Silungwe, should I call you Bajaimani or Moses Silungwe or Utunensu Nachagwa?
Moses Silungwe.
Thank you so much. Tatira Mbozi, should I refer to you as Madam aspiring candidate or the incoming council chairperson, Tatira Mbozi?
I think the perfect description for me is the council chairperson for Kazungula district.
Thank you so much.
I am confident that I'm winning.
Thank you so much.
And the people of Zambia are resolved to change government come August 2021.
Thank you so much. Let me start with you, Chairman Utunensu Nachagwa. The topic of discussion is coexistence among young politicians ahead of August pause. Is it possible for you, young politicians from different political parties, to coexist ahead of August pause? Your 3 minutes starts now.
Thank you very much. I think it's possible. For example, what is happening here. We are 3 different political parties able to stand here and discuss issues concerning our country. So when it comes to say, are we able to coexist? It's possible. Look at it. We as youths who are there to defend our nation. So there's no we can say as youths who can be used in terms of violence or name calling or anything which is not supposed to be in public domain. As youths, we are there to protect and to sell our party what we want to deliver to our country, which is Zambia. For example, like PF has been there to preach peace, like our president Edgar Chagwalungu. He has been preaching peace wherever he go. Wherever he go, the word peace comes in his mouth. Why? He knows he needs to protect this country. Because why should we be fighting in the first place? Why should we even put in this word of violence? Because they're all just one here. We are all Zambian. We have got only one name. We have only one country to protect. So we don't need even to be seeing each other to be fighting. As PF, I think we have never started any violence elsewhere. Maybe some have been provoked by our colleagues, whom I'm not mentioning the names here. Us will never be trying to restrain ourselves because our leaders, they don't tolerate that. And we have seen some of those people maybe have found themselves in violence. Some of them have been jailed because the party doesn't tolerate violence. Even within our party, there is discipline. If you are not a disciplined youth, you can't belong to PF. Go somewhere where they tolerate violence, like our colleagues. Like we know, as this election we have in 2021, our colleagues, they are always preaching to say, we are not going to accept the outcome. Where are they going? Where are they getting that? What are they planning? What are they planning? So they are planning for violence. They want to bring this country to annex. They want this country to bring fire in this country. So for us as PF, we preach peace. We preach peace wherever we go. Let's just listen to our president. He issued when he was in Kanyama, when he was commissioned the police. He mentioned, he said, why should we be fighting you youths, you members of the party? Wow, us leaders, have you ever seen me doing this? My shirt, punches? No, we have never said. We are not going to see that. But why do we fight? So if both leaders are able to preach peace, we are not going to see violence in this country. We are going to have a peaceful election until 12 August, even after 12 August. As PF, we are a peaceful party. So we are not going to see violence in our party. For example, we had our general conference. Did you send violence there? People were saying are going to be fighting. I said, it was totally peaceful. None of our youths was involved in any violence. That shows that as a party, we are totally disciplined. Our colleagues, thank you.
Thank you so much, Moses Isulungwe, representing the Patriotic Front and chairperson of Utunensu Nachagwa. Let me bring in Tatila Mbozi. Is it possible to coexist among young politicians? I know that your colleague has gone way wide, but I'll be still coming back and ask more questions on what, because the issues that he has touched are on my list here. Is it possible, first of all, to coexist as young politicians ahead of August polls? Your 3 minutes starts now.
Let me rebut his submission first.
Within 3 minutes?
Yes. I have a question for you. Are you really believing in your submission? Are you being honest? Are you being sincere? Or maybe you are coming before the Zambian people ahead of the 12 August elections to politic? Because this is what has messed this country up. There is a lot of politicking.
Do you want him to respond to your question?
No. Yes. I just want to tell you.
No,
yes.
Question.
Yes.
You respond when I give you time.
Yes,
you
exactly.
Respond when I give you time. Thank you.
So you are standing before over 12 million Zambians to politic. And this is what has killed this country, because we are politicking so much. He's not even believing in his submission.
You think so?
Exactly. He's just politicking. Because just recently, we saw how my Americans was almost killed right at the PF Secretariat. Something that has never happened before. It has never seen before. Someone was almost dying at the PF Secretariat. The police was deployed to go and disrupt a peaceful UPND UPND function where it was very peaceful. Meanwhile, the PF were killing themselves there. So
is it possible to coexist?
It is not possible because the PF government has crippled this economy. They've made the young people to be so vulnerable. They've made young people to be tools of violence. Even when they are engaging themselves in these political activities, they don't want it. But because they want to survive, they want to put food on their tables. They are willing to put their lives on the line, because when you engage yourself in political violence, anything can happen. You are not just aiming at your opponents. So, Mr. Utunensu Nachagwa, yes, you have to provide leadership, because this country is in dire need of leadership. to stop this political violence. We saw how the Patriotic Front government was almost bringing down a chopper that was carrying our running, the running mate to my president, Hakainde Hichilema, in Shiwangandu, together with the former First Lady, Maureen Mwanawasa. They were almost bringing down the chopper in Shiwangandu. We saw how Central Police, it's just too sacred. That place is too sacred. You're supposed to be at your best behavior when you're at Central Police. But we saw how PF cadres went to beat up police officers right at Central Police.
Thank you so much, Tatira. Your 3 minutes are up. Thank you so much. I know that Utunensu Nachagwa, Mr. Silungwe, you're babbling and you want to rebut, but your time will be coming.
Exactly.
Lazarous Simukoko, is it possible for young politicians or young people to coexist ahead of August polls? Your 3 minutes starts now.
It's very much possible, Mr. Kelvin. Unfortunately, what is happening is the coexistence we are talking about is just on paper. Exactly. Today I'm going to mention to you to say the PF government, it's like the Pharisees which preaches peace during the day and commit something else at night. Today I will not be wrong to mention to say it is possible that each member can come out to the public and say we are not supporting this, we are not into this, yet behind their back they know what they do. First and foremost, what we need to understand that as the people, as young people in this country, it is the foundation of everything. Where is the foundation of Utunensu Nachagwa? What is that all about? That is the main question that we need to ask. Then, if that is the case, Mr. Kelvin, I'm into politics. I know the structures of politics. We don't have Utunensu na Adi Kalaba. No, that doesn't work. Then, the question should be, where is Utunensu?
Maybe probably don't have membership.
No, doesn't have friends.
No. Utunensu, them they are saying Utunensu Nachagwa. Okay? Now, let us try to be a bit factual here. We don't take friendship in regards to leadership, Mr. Kelvin. You must say that maybe Mr. Adikalaba doesn't have friends. Friends are in private life, not in public. Now, for them, even friendship is in public. And that is why if you put friendship first, if you put nepotism, tribalism at the center of leadership, it becomes a problem. And that is why we in the Democratic Party are saying, you are not supposed to bring friendship in politics. You are not supposed to bring friendship or relativity into public lives of the people. Because at the moment as I'm speaking to Mr. Kelvin, the Patriotic Front has been the political party which has been at the center stage of violence. It's within themselves they fight. Within themselves they don't know who their member is, who their member is not. And that is why it becomes a challenge. Today we have seen a lot of people from the Patriotic Front. And when a certain leader who had the political party was defecting, I am not going to mention the name because he failed this political party. When he was defecting, other members were not only assaulted, other members, even you as the journalist, Mr. Kelvin, you are going to attest to the fact to say that thing had to happen. Even the violence that you are talking about today, even the coexistence you are talking about today, it is not only among politicians, even journalists are involved. To the fact that journalists are not coexisting as well with these political stakeholders, it is becoming a challenge even for them to collect news from them. Because they are worried. Immediately I got the Patriotic Front Secretariat. What am I going to see? Will I be able to find cadres there? Will I be able to find this? And it is good to say that is in that way. Because what we see, immediately it is them who have understood, who have taken the violence that we are talking about here. They always revert to say that is not us, it's the opposition cadres who want to put on the PF Regalia. Now, today we are seeing what is the stance of this Patriotic Front in regard to the violence cases that had happened on that day. Of course, they can be able to say, no, we came to our cadres and we did this. Not only that, we have been seeing even these cadres following cabinet officers in their offices, intimidating them to say, you belong to this political party. I don't know, maybe you don't listen to this. My brother, listen, you are your time to speak, and let us be able to respect each other.
Yes.
Let us be able to respect.
You are remaining with 10 seconds.
It is fine. But what I can say is, when it comes to leadership, friendship, it's not needed. When it comes to leadership, there is no need.
Thank you so much, Lazarous Simukoko. Your 3 minutes is up. Mr. Silungwe.
Yes.
I won't ask you a question, but I know that the DP and the UPN have accused you, and I'll give you time to respond, then that's when I'll ask you a question.
Let me start with my sister, Council Chairperson.
Yes.
I wish
How
you
was
can
she?
win.
We are definitely
Listen,
winning.
you talked about the violence happening at Secretariat. Yes, that's what happened. But do you know what caused that? Or you're just commenting on that, that's what you saw. Even in your house, when you receive an intruder who doesn't belong in that house, trying to force himself, are you telling me you can just fold your hands and do like this, honestly speaking, and you let that person do whatever you want to do? I don't know if I can call you as maybe a parent or some guardian. I don't know. Can you do that? You try by means to defend yourself. The person you mentioned who came to Secretariat and did whatever he did, the party has already said that person doesn't belong to the party, and we stand by that. That person does not belong to the party. How can you force yourself in someone's yard by the gate was closed and he bashed the gate, and there were how many 2 people there, and where he went, journalists were there, movie TV was there. I know the journalists who came from movie, I know them. They can witness that. The way he entered, there were people inside there. We are not allowing vehicles to enter the Secretariat. All the vehicles, even the VIPs vehicles, those high-profile ministers, the vehicles will remain outside. Even my car was outside.
So the person is not a member.
He's not a member of the party because
You-
the party was already mentioned that.
He was an intruder.
He's not an intruder.
Thank you.
Yes.
Is that so?
Yes.
That's
On that point.
Yes.
So whatever happened there was protecting the people who are there. We need to protect the people who are there.
Yes.
I've answered you.
Yes,
that
yes,
question.
thank you, thank you.
Coming to my brother.
Yes.
My brother, it's a loving group. If you don't make friends, I don't know what type of a person are you. Friendship is very important. Better you keep friendship than making enemies around you. So as we say to Nelson Chagwarungu, we are trying to make friends with every Zambian. Every meaning Zambian is a friend to Edgar Chagwarungu. So if you say you don't know the genesis of Nelson Chagwarungu, Nelson Chagwarungu is there to promote friendship, love. Because we love the Zambian people. So we will never hear Nelson Chagwarungu involve itself in this kind of violence or speaking on other people, calling names. No. We speak peace. Like our president, Dr. Edgar Chagwarungu. We help him.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Let me start with you, Council Chairperson, Tatila Mbozi. Let's talk about issue-based campaigns. Is it possible for young people to engage themselves in issue-based campaigns? You are an aspiring candidate wanting to represent the people of Kazungula in that council as a council chairperson. Is it possible? And speaking with yourself, are you able to engage yourself in issue-based campaign? Tell the people what really is needed of them and how you be able to sort out issues. Because in your submission, earlier submission, you asked your brother if at all he came here to politic or not.
Yeah.
You're 3 ministers now.
No, I think it's very much possible to engage in issue-based politics if we understand the fundamental reason why we do politics. But like I said, it's unfortunately that the Patriotic Front government has crippled the economy, making it difficult for young people to stand on their own 2 feet and make informed decisions that affect the country. Because like right now, the economy is bad. There is no money in circulation. Young people are barely surviving. They need to put food on their table. So this is a deliberate ploy by the Patriotic Front government to halt the thinking of young people. Right now, it's about who has a lot of money, who is available to be used as a tool of violence to get at a political opponent like that. So it is possible if we ask ourselves and understand the power that young people have, that they have the numbers, because numbers is what constitutes and makes politics to be what it is. So young people have to agree that we are very much affected. young people have to understand that they're just being used as tools of violence, and sit down and brainstorm on how they can come out of these economic challenges that we are faced in. Because look at Kazungula district, for instance. There's a lot of hunger there. Katimamli Road takes almost 4 days, if not 5 days, to move just from Mulobezi to Livingstone. Young people are barely surviving. There's no network. There are few schools there. They need the message of hope. They
And you
don't
feel
need
young
to be
people can
beaten.
provide that message of hope?
Because the young people have the numbers in politics. And politics, I mean, numbers is what makes politics to be what it is. So if young people are going to sit down and agree to say, guys, here, we are just being used as tools of violence, let us combine our efforts, the votes that we have, and fight for our country and fight for ourselves so that we can have the dignity and participate fully in these electoral processes. Then it will be game over for these big people who are only using money as a means to an end, as a means to an end in politics. So it is possible. I practiced issue-based politics in Kazungula, and I believe at a larger scale, as in Zambia as a whole, is possible to engage in issue-based politics. I was the only female aspirant out of 8 participants.
That is in the UPND.
Yes, in the UPND. It was very competitive. As you might be aware that once you adopted in Southern Province, because that is our stronghold, and the stronghold of UPND has grown beyond Southern Province.
Your 3 minutes is up.
You are guaranteed to win.
Thank you so much.
And wherever you are going to be standing in Zambia, currently where we are, you are guaranteed to win, because the people of Zambia have suffered enough.
Thank you so much.
People
Your 3 minutes is
are
up.
hungry.
Thank you so much. Lazarus, is it possible for young people to engage in issue-based campaigns? Tatila Mbozie says it is possible, but she's also bringing in the issue of poverty, harsh economy. Is it possible for young people to engage themselves in issue-based campaigns ahead of August polls? Your 3 minutes starts now, Mr. Simukoko.
Okay, it is very much possible, Mr. Kelvin. But before I come to your question, I would like to refer to my brother by saying, whenever you are looking at the issue of protection, it is not the cadres who are supposed to protect an individual, but it's the police. So if my brother here is saying that, no, the member was going into the PF secretariat and those cadres were, the main aim was to protect the individuals who were there, then the question we must ask ourselves is, were the police not there? And by the way, nobody has the right to do what? To judge anybody, or maybe, allow me to say, to beat somebody in that state. Because what you are supposed to do, you are supposed to take that person, you take that person to court. After that, the court rules. If it means that person will be imprisoned, then we follow that stance. But it is, again, the same person who is saying to say, no, it is possible to coexist. If they are failing to coexist with other members, despite of them saying that he's not our member, they are failing to coexist. What about now other political parties? That is where everything goes sour. Now, coming to your question, Mr. Kelvin, it is obvious that we in the Democratic Party, that has been the politics we have been doing from the genesis of the political party. For example, we are the only political party, Mr. Kelvin, in Zambia currently with a well-defined manifesto, because we are telling the public to say, immediately you look at the issue of unemployment, the only way we can curb that unemployment issue is by creating industries, by bringing what industrialization. Immediately you do so, Mr. Kelvin. Today I'm going to mention to you to say, when you go at Kazungula, when you go even in these borders that we are having, we look at Mukambo border, we look at all these borders that we are having. For example, Mukambo border, a bag of minimum is sold at $30 US, Mr. Kelvin. Today the Zambia kwacha dollar rate, it is standing at 23 kwacha per dollar. Immediately you do so, you are attracting foreign currency as well as foreign investment. Because when you create industries, when you start producing your own things, remember, we are also at the moment when coronavirus has affected the country. The only way we can be able to be self-sufficient as a country is by making sure that we start producing our own things. Not only that, the patriotic front shouldn't be able to boast about anything here, because it is the same government which is importing 40,000 metric tons of onion from abroad, yet we have got fertile soil. Not only that, the same patriotic front government is importing 140 metric tons of fish, yet you have got abundant rivers in this country. Where are we going wrong? Where we are missing it is on the part of leadership. The moment you realize to say what we are lacking as a country, it's this and that, then it will be a great thing. Today, as we are speaking also, in 2019, the PF government said we have produced bumper harvest when it comes to maize and the like. Yet there is a delegation that came from Congo, Mr. Kelvin, to say, we want to buy your maize.
3 minutes is up.
And they failed. Okay, it is well.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Mr. Silungwe, young people and issue-based campaigns. Is it possible with the Otunensu Nachagwa to highlight to Zambian people the good that the PF has done in the past 10 years or so? Or it is not possible for Otunensu Nachagwa to engage in issue-based campaigns ahead of August polls? Your 3 minutes starts now, sir.
The answer to that, it's possible. Like I said in the beginning, it's possible. The youths of this country, they're able to engage themselves in issue-based campaign. Because we are the majority in this country. And we are the majority voters. So when it comes to issue-based campaign, it's 100%. And I'm happy. My colleagues is supporting to say it's possible. Because in the beginning, my sister said it's not possible, but now she has agreed to say it's possible. Thank you, my sister, for agreeing that it's possible we can coexist as youths and you have issue-based campaign. Thank you very much to agree to my submission. Yeah, so it's possible. Look, it's to development, you are saying maybe youths are not empowered. Youths have been empowered, my brother. Maybe you are not yet, but it's not over, but the patriotic front has tried by all means to empower the youths. It's a process, Mr. Moderator. It's a process. You can't do everything overnight. Even in our homes where we are staying, our children can't do everything to all. If you have got 5 children, you can't do everything equal to them. There are priorities, and that they will follow. That's how it is. And the part as Patriotic Front, we have done massive when it comes to empowerment concerning the youths. There was youth empowerment. I think a good number of youths in this country received. We can attest to that. We have the records there. If they want, I can even give them, even tomorrow, if they are free, we can show them the data we have, that we have these numbers of youths who have been empowered. And we are still empowering the youths. Like our manifesto, I also came with our manifestos. I would have shared with them what we are planning for our youths. We want to engage the youth and the women to see that they get the empowerment they need. The party is there to do what it can. With our able leadership, Edgar Chagwalungu, we have never failed. We have never failed, and we're not going to fail. Developmental projects have been there. Everyone can see. Even when they were coming here, they were admiring the project the PF has done. I think so. When they are coming, unless if they say they came moving somewhere, they were enjoying. Movie TV 3 years ago, there was no road here. Movie TV, one of the beneficiaries here. There's a tarmac, nice tarmac. And everyone is enjoying. Am I lying? I know you can agree with me to that. Look the great history. Look at Zungula, what she's talking about. Just 2 weeks or a week when the bridge was commissioned, that there will be a lot of activities that side because of that bridge. There will be a lot of activity. There will be a lot of traffic and the business, and people from Kazungula are going to be empowered through that. Empowerment, first, one thing we need to understand, what kind of empowerment do you need? Because empowerment is in different terms. Because the way I need empowerment here is not the way the person is in the village wants empowerment. You have different empowerment. So the party is doing that accordingly to the needs of the people. The people in Kazungula, the people in Southern Province, in Igwembe, they are giving them the empowerment which they need. If there is farming, you empower them with farming. In town, people are engaging themselves in business. The party is giving people capitals to engage them to do businesses. Because it's not only white collar. It's not about only job for me to get a job. That's why I'm going wrong as youths. Because the only thing that when I'm done with my education, I need to get a job. We need to change our mindset. We need to think outside the box. We go to university to create, so that when you come out from that university, come up with an idea, come up with a project so that you can engage other youths, you can employ, be an employer. Don't look for employment.
Thank you so much, Mr. Sirungwe. Your 3 minutes is up. Tati Lambozi, you've talked about the economy. You've talked about the PF messing up the economy, and that is why young people are facing these problems. How can young people participate in the economic development of this country? What sort of programs do you intend to initiate and make sure that young people in Kazungula and the country at large benefit and also participate in the growth of our economy? Because you've lamented that the PF have failed in terms of the economy, of which Silungwe doesn't agree with you. What sort of interventions or programs should young people start engaging themselves into to come out of the economic malaise and participate in building up the economy of this country?
I think, first of all, you have to agree that you cannot be an entrepreneur overnight. I think our school curriculum has a lot of problems. So every child growing up, if you ask them, what do you want to do when you grow up? They'll tell you, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a nurse, and everything like that. So I think my appeal to government, to the incoming government of the United Party for National Development, under the leadership of Hakainde Hichilema, is that the school curriculum is revised to incorporate entrepreneurship skills training from infancy grade all the way to university, so that people have what it takes. People have the capacity to scan the environment and identify those opportunities they can use with a skill that they would have learned at school to come up with something for themselves. I'll give you an example. Kazungula district has a lot of potential there, but the road network is so bad. There is a lot of, yes, you are talking of just that main road that is crossing all the way to Botswana. By the way, you failed to do your end of bargain as the PF government on that Kazungula bridge. The Kazungula bridge was completed by the Botswanan government. Allow me to make my submission.
Please.
There is nothing that we are getting from that bridge as a country, because they have to recover the money that they spent to complete that bridge. So there's nothing to even brag about that bridge. Moreover, the fees are very exorbitant. I doubt if he's even aware of what he's talking about. But coming to what the young people in Kazungula can do to sustain themselves economically, we are going to engage my government, the UPND government, under the leadership of Hakainde Hichilema, because he's forming government on 12 August, to include entrepreneurship skills training in the school curriculum, so that people, the young people, are trained to be able to identify the resources and the resources that our district is endowed with to create jobs for themselves. Kazungula district has a lot of rosewood. Kazungula district has a lot of land. There is a lot of water there. The Zambezi River is passing there. But the young people have been suffocated, and they haven't been supported enough to explore the opportunities around them, to create opportunities for themselves. Instead, we are seeing foreigners, we are seeing people from Korea exploiting that place, working with government officials, instead of that timber being used to better the lives of the people there. What is happening in Northwestern Province? The gold deposits, is it the gold deposits that were identified? These resources were given to Zambia for Zambians. They were not given to a preserve of a select few privileged politicians in this country and foreigners. Those resources were endowed in the land of Zambia for the people of Zambia, and the
Thank you
European
so much,
government is
Tatila.
going to ensure that these resources benefit locals.
Thank you so much, Tatira. Your 3 minutes up. I'll be coming to you. Keep that question. Keep that question. When I give you your time, when I give you 3 minutes, you'll be able to ask that question. But keep that question, Mr. Silunga. Thank you so much. Simukoko, issue to do with the economy. You talked about the Patriot Front importing. How can young people participate in this economy in order for it to be revamped? You've complained and you've talked about industrialization, that is the way to go. But what is it, apart from industrialization, what else should young people, or can young people engage themselves into to make sure that they become part and parcel of revamping the economy of this country? Your 3 minutes starts now.
Okay, Mr. Kelvin, first and foremost, I would like to appreciate the Patriotic Front for empowering the youth which belong to their political party. Youths like him, because he's saying that they are empowering the youth. I understand. When we talk about Zambians, there are two categories. Those who belong to the PF and the Zambians who are ordinary Zambians. So the youth is talking about, I will not be wrong.
Are you saying you haven't been empowered? You haven't seen...
By who? By who? Who?
By the Patriotic Front.
Patriotic Front. Empowering me.
Okay, not only you, but have you not seen people or young people that have been empowered?
I've seen them, those who belong to PF. I've seen them. So now let me proceed because time is ticking. Time is ticking.
Proceed.
We in the Democratic Party, Mr. Kelvin, do understand that when you are empowering the people, it shouldn't take a place of you saying that no, this person belongs here. That is why there is even Utunesuna Chagwa, so that they can be empowered and then I can. But that is not going to be tolerated in the Democratic Party. Even in the moment we form government, what we are planning to do as Democratic Party, the moment we form government, Mr. Kelvin, we are going to be taking the youth through 3 steps, which is triple M. M for mentorship, the other one the market, and then money. You need to mentor people about the entire thing. We start from money and the like. From there, we teach people about the market itself, because it is unacceptable, if not in discipline, to go and start selling fertilizer at Unza, to go and start selling utukazu palapa Unza pada. It doesn't work like that. When you teach people about the market, it's obvious that the people understand now. Immediately give them money, they will know how to spend that money and how to use that money. Apart from that also, the person has mentioned about the Patriot Front building infrastructures and the like, and they have managed to do that because they don't care about education. Let us look at the education sector, Mr. Kelvin. Today in this country, we have got engineers, we have got civil servants, we have got civil engineers in short. We have got also many kind of people who are doing different courses, including the doctors. These people, immediately they are sick or the politician is sick, they rush to India, rush to South Africa, yet they forget that South Africa, which got independence in 1994, has developed its health sector, and that's where they are going. But in Zambia, the only thing we see is honeybee, which is given to the poor people, and the people who are in the Patriotic Front, them they are going to India, they are going to South Africa. We in the DP are saying, immediately you look at the medical students that we have in Zambia. The moment they reach in their 4th year, we are going to be sending them to India. We send them to South Africa. They start learning what those doctors who are in those countries are doing. The moment they are done, we are going to be bringing them back in Zambia. So that when you, Mr. Chifokolo, you are sick, you will not be required to go to India. You are not going to be required to go to South Africa for specialized treatment. That is what we stand for as Democratic Party. But what we are seeing at the moment, immediately you are a civil servant, you are supposed to pay the health insurance scheme. That health insurance scheme, Mr. Kelvin, it is the same as when you are sick, you don't have certain medicine in Zambia, you are supposed to be taken abroad. As the Patriotic Front been doing that? Absolutely not. So that is just the joke which this guy is bringing here. I don't blame him also.
Thank you so much, and your 3 minutes is up. Mr. Sirungu, I know that you wanted to rebut, but let me ask you this question, and you'll be able to rebut, whether you start by rebutting to what Tatira Mbozi or what Lazarous Simukoko has said, or responding to my question first. They are not agreeing with you in terms of empowerment and revamping the economy or sustaining the economy. The blame is on you that you can't even point at something. Please, can you point at something that young people can hold on or can touch in order for them to participate in sustaining our economy? Whether you're going to start by responding to my question or rebutting to them, but it has to be within 3 minutes.
Thank you. I think that the question now to both of them, because all of them they are saying when. But you know, in leadership, you don't wait as a leader. Show by example to see this is what I'm doing. When I do this now, when I come into government, I'm going to do more. Madam, as your president, Hakainde Hichilema, what has he done for the Zambian people? For him to show the Zambian to say he's able to do more when he becomes a president of this country. Can you point at even one single thing you can say in this country to say Hakainde Hichilema has done this? If you have one, please. Because you don't just wait for it to sit on that. Even you, as I'm saying, for it to be where you want to be, you started doing something in your community. Is it so? You just started, what I'm doing, I can do more when I become more a cultural chairperson. But what has he done? So for us, Zambian to believe him that he's able to deliver, I will be waiting a response from you. What has he done in this country? It's a question. It's a question. Coming to my brother, you are saying the PF government doesn't empower the youths. But you said yourself to say, yes, there are youths who have been what? Empowered.
That from your party?
No, you know, this is politics here. What is play is politics here. You know, those are Zambian. There's no time to say those are PF. Those are Zambian youths. There's nothing to say this. Even him, if we empower him, he's going to be labeled as PF. Have you seen? So those who are empowered, they are youths. They are Zambian youths. They're not their political parties. I don't know if he can prove to me that those who have been empowered, they are PF. If he has any evidence to say that. Just recently, the government was empowering youths again in transport sector. The tankers. You saw there, you, the media, you came, you covered that. I know you're going to politics to say those who received they are PF. Please. Let's try to call a spade a spade. No to kutasha ngafidi mwintobo awe ngafia maratu alabako awe. Today you are saying the PF hasn't done anything. Tomorrow you are the one going to change. So don't politics in anything. I know being in opposition, you need to oppose to even good things. And listen, there's no way you can just even therefore mwana kashapa ndikaye kula umeba tinga kusakushita biscuit ngana kupa. Iwe na biscuit yama kankesa kushita ngana kupa. Honestly tuma eh? Ikakushiteko biscuit, kana kushitira biscuit, angeza kushitira chocolate na shani mairo. Kita umfako mkaye mwana kashifi. Not even a biscuit, yama kwa ndekutavi promise ngeza kushitira biscuit mairo. Ngeza kushitira biscuit mairo. Next year. Kwa nana ngo ni relationship. What kind of relationship can be? So do something for me to convince you to say I'm able to keep you. The way you are looking, you will continue looking like this even more. And you are going to feel good. Mr. So that's it. The PF part has delivered infrastructure, economy. As I was speaking now, we are in economic recovery. Everything will be mwah.
Thank you so much, and your 3 minutes up. Tatira Mbozi. Mr. Sirunga is talking about don't say when we form government, when we come into power. What is it that you are able to show Zambian people that this is what we are doing, this is what we are capable of doing with the meager little resources that we have, and when we vote for us, we are going to do much better? Sirunga says, can't see anything, he can't point at anything. You're only saying when the body comes, he's going to fix. What is it that he's going to fix if he can't fix anything or something now?
First of all, there is a borehole. President Hakainde Hichilema has sunk a lot of boreholes around the country. The nearest I can point at is the one in Chakonkola, which the PF is ever vandalizing. And PF cadres, they also participate in drinking water there, depending on where he stays. I'm sure he also drinks water there. So he's a very, very ungrateful person, actually. He's very ungrateful. There are so many young people who are being sponsored by President Hakainde Hichilema to go to school, from primary school, college, and all the way to university. President Hakainde Hichilema has provided a lot of internship to a lot of young people across the country. And it might interest you that I'm one of those people who benefited from his entrepreneurship, from his internship training. So he has built a lot of clinics. In Western Province, in Northwestern Province, of course, even in his hometown.
Now provide transport.
He has done that. But first of all, he is not obligated to do that. Because when you talk like that, you are actually commercializing politics, which is not supposed to be the case. You talked of a man who is interested in a woman having the capacity to demonstrate what they will do for them. Suppose if that person is stealing. I think for me, I'm listening to the vision of that man, the vision of that person. I don't care whether someone has the money or not. I do not care whether as a young person, you are coming to me asking for my vote, you have money or not. I'm going to listen to the agenda, the program that you have. That is what is important, because President Hakainde Hichilema and the UPND, they don't have the keys to the treasury. What they have are the ideas on how they are going to transform this country. And President Hakainde Hichilema has demonstrated that he has what it takes to transform this country based on his track record. He's a successful farmer. He is a successful rancher. He's a disciplined person. He's successful even before he gets into, government. But other people, we shall not mention them. Their track record is known. They became rich overnight. How? No. You have every reason. And I'm taking this opportunity to extend that olive branch to you, to say that the Patriotic Front boat is sinking.
No.
Can you jump?
Floating and moving.
Because things have changed. Things are so bad. You cannot continue politicking. You are standing before 12 million Zambians here, politicking.
Thank you so much.
And this is what has killed this country, because we
3
are
minutes.
locked up into politicking throughout the whole 5 years.
Thank you so much, Tati
When are
Rambozi,
we
and your
going
3
to
minutes
disengage
up
and
now.
look and talk about development?
Lazarous Simukoko, you are saying when we come. Silungwe is saying the DP and its president, or their president, Hari Kalaba, can't point at anything to say this is what we are doing, and if you give us a mandate, we can do much more. You can't point at anything. You are talking about industrialization. You are talking about empowering youth, but you can't point at something.
Mr. Kelvin, I understand, but at the end of it all, I don't want the president, Mr. Hari Kalaba, to call me. I don't want the vice president, Madam Judith Kabemba, to call me. And also, I don't want the national secretary, Madam Precious Intambu, to call me to say, Lazarus, you are useless after the program. The reason is, let us not ask about what we would do when why we are saying when. Okay, the question should be, what did Mr. Lungu do before coming into power? Exactly. What did he do? Absolutely nothing. So I don't even know the genesis of this question. Let us not worry. He can't even point at anything. Okay, let us take two provinces. Let us take Chawama and Bahati. Where
Chawama
Mr. Kalaba is coming from.
The
constituency, the constituency. Chawama and Bahati. When you look at the way the standard living of the people is in these two constituencies, you can't even know that this is where the president came from. You can't. Because the people in Chawama currently are the people who are facing most poverty. Absolutely, the whole Zambia is facing that. So for him to ask me to say, why are you saying that when? What have you done? Why can't you do it now? Why shouldn't you promise a girl in a relationship as you are buying biscuits and that? Let me tell you, we are not prostitutes. For us, we cannot be saying that, no, this vision is the most important thing. Now, understand me better. I want you, now you are responding while I'm talking. It is not your time, I gave you chance. Let us respect each other here. So now, the issue which is there, him asking me to say, what has the president done, which we can point at?
What is it that you can point at?
The question should be, what can he point at which Mr. Lungu did before coming into power? Because as I'm speaking today, Mr. Kelvin, the way we are seeing the economy, it was even performing better before he came into power. What we are seeing today, civil servants, you are receiving money in time before he even came into power. Now he has come into power, he has destroyed everything. That is why, even when you listen to most of their adverts, they're saying that the PF which has brought you the change. Yes, we agree. It's because the change we are talking about, it's from good to worse. So what I can say is Democratic Party, the most important thing that we are having, it's vision. The moment we look at what we are going to do, okay, tell me, Mr. Kelvin, how can you employ the people, yet you are not industrializing? What we are looking at the moment, we have got more universities, more schools, yet few industries which can absorb these people who are getting these qualifications. As such, we in the Democratic Party are saying we need to equalize the number of universities, the number of schools, as well as the number of industries, so that as the people are coming from those universities, they are going to be entering into this employment. Now, here is the thing that we need to understand. Long then, in 1978, Zambia's GDP per capita income was $500. South Korea's GDP in 1978 was $50. Now, Zambia was doing fine at that moment. Why was it doing fine? It's because the Zambia we are talking about was an industrialized Zambia. That is why, Mr. Kelvin, even the clothes, we are able to make them on
And your 3
own.
minutes is up. Thank you so much for giving us that history of Zambia in the 1970s. Silungu, I know that we have to be winding down. I'm looking at time when we need to start winding down. Do you think the opposition now, when I talk about the opposition, I mean the people that you are sharing the podium with, and those other political parties that are not represented tonight, do you think they have a message for the Zambian people or not?
They don't have.
Why do you say so?
Currently, we don't have even an opposition, if I may say, if I can use that word. Yeah.
So what do you make of the two and their submission, accusing the Patriotic Front of destroying our economy, of not empowering the Zambian people? What do you make of that?
One of them just failed to give me an answer to what I wanted. It means they don't have anything to.
I asked you a question.
No. I asked you first. You didn't respond to me. Yeah? I asked him a question. You didn't respond. You haven't responded. You failed, in short. That's how you can say.
So we don't have the opposition.
We don't have
so
an
what
opposition.
do we have now? What do we have? at the moment?
We don't have an opposition at the moment. We used to have an opposition. By then, it was UPND. It was UPN by then. It was called the biggest opposition political party. Now there is tired. His party for Mr. Honorable Tired is a big opposition we have at the moment. I don't know, UPN is still the same time of Mazoka. Because what's happening at this time, they're just politicking. Because what he was saying that HLM has done, that is nothing, praise. For how many years he has been president for UPND, and you mentioned Eboho, honest speaking, and you said he's the most.
She says he's not in government now.
No,
but
no,
even
no,
as
no,
he's
no,
not
no,
in
no,
government,
no.
he has built schools and clinics. That is according to
No,
her.
no,
You said
which-
you're going to provide transport.
Mr. Moderator, I can provide transport tomorrow and logistic to go and see physically those things. We are here on TV, Zambian are watching. And you can invite you and followers so that she can point at. There is nothing. Totally nothing. If my brother said Edgar Chagarungu never did anything, please, why is he president? Why the people of Zambia chosen him to be Republican president of this country? Because they saw the track record of Edgar Chagarungu. That's why it's
Back
president.
then, even before he formed government.
That was a track record.
He did something before he became
Yes, I
president.
can take them I can provide logistics, Mr.
To show them
To show
what
them.
His Excellency
To
did
show
before
them.
he,
To
before
show
he
them.
became
Yes.
president.
Yes. I'm not embarrassed to say that. I can show them. But what I want is for them to tell me for how many decades? Two decades now for our colleague. They mentioned a boho. I don't know where it is. If the boho is there, if it's working or not, I don't know. Please, let's learn to appreciate. The PF government has done a lot. The PF government has built a lot of hospitals. The PF government has already built a lot of infrastructure-wise. PF has done it.
Thank you so much. I need
So
to cut you.
please, let's try to appreciate.
Thank you so much, Madam Mbozi Tatila. I'll give you not 3 minutes, but few or 1 minute or so to conclude on or to make your concluding submission on tonight's program.
Yeah, I'm calling upon the young people of Zambia, and of course all the Zambians, to vote for UPND, to vote for President Hakainde Hichilema, and of course to the people of Kazungula, to vote for me. If you are hungry, please vote for HH. If you are tired of political violence, please vote for UPND. If you are tired of politicking, I'm so embarrassed and I don't have hope. I shudder to imagine what the future has for me. If the worst case was to happen, if the people of Zambia are going to be used, if the people of Zambia are going to be bought with a bag of mealie meal, what will happen to this country with this kind of leadership? It's so chaotic. It's just politicking throughout the electoral process. For 5 years, these people have failed to disengage from campaign mode. You know, they behave like they are in the opposition when they are supposed to be providing leadership. So the people of Zambia, you have yourselves to come out of this mess.
Thank you so much. And
vote for HH, vote for UPND, vote for real change.
Thank you so much. DP Lazarous Simukoko, your concluding remarks on tonight's program of Blanto.
Mulembwe wa chipuba upwira muri tumfwe ero akabomba kaviye kamunda. Today as I'm speaking, we in the Democratic Party, you have got the solutions that the people of Zambia need. We in the Democratic Party, we are the political party which has never recorded any case in regards to political violence, because even cadres, we don't tolerate them. So when you want to make sure that you are not in a country which is full of violence, when you want to be in a country where you want employment, because we are going to provide industrialization, all that is going to happen. And when you look at the track record of Mr. Hari Kalaba, he resigned from the Patriotic Front because of corruption. So when you look at corruption cases in Zambia, they are going to decline, or there will be no corruption at all. If President Mwanawasa did it, even President Hari Kalaba can do it. Because only when we work together, only when we move together as the people, we are one people, irrespective of where we are coming from. We in the Democratic Party don't say, this is our stronghold, this is our, because our stronghold is Zambia. Since it is Zambia, we need to work as Zambians.
Thank you so much, Mr. Simukoko. Moses Silungwe, chairperson of Utunensu Nachagwa, your concluding remarks on tonight's program of Blanto.
My concluding remarks here, I think Zambians were able to see for themselves what the PF has done under the leadership of Edgar Chagwarungu. You don't need even to start searching, wearing my binoculars, what are those? To see. They're there to see for themselves. Zambia is not the same. From the time we took power from MMD, we have seen a lot of development, not only in Lusaka, but countrywide. Even in Dundumwezi, where President Edgar Chagwarungu get less than 250 votes, just go there yourself, you will see. Because Edgar Chagwarungu is the president for Zambian. He's not the president for Lusaka, he's not the president for Northern, he's the president for entire country. So Zambian, able to judge yourself. I think there's no wind of change in this country. When there's a wind of change, we saw it when we took power from MMD. Everywhere you go, you can even feel it. Even when you are moving, you can even feel it. By this time, sorry. PF 2021, we are carrying the day. Again, we'll continue developing this country.
Thank you so much, Mr. Moses Silunga. There you have it. This has been Blunt Talk, and I'll do a disservice if I don't read this special message that we've received on Facebook. And this message is coming from Mimi Mina. She tells me that, tell that DP guy to come and marry me. I need intelligence in our home. Thank you so much, Mimi Mina, that she needs intelligence in that home. This has been and my guests have been Moses Sulungwe, chairperson of Utunensu Nachagwa, representing the Patriotic Front, Tatira Mbozi, UPND member, also an aspiring council chairperson for Kazungula district in Southern Province, also Lazarous Simukoko, representing the Democratic Party, who is also Lusaka Vice Provincial Youth Chairperson. We've been discussing coexisting among young politicians ahead of August polls. My name is Kelvin Tabula Chifokolo. On behalf of Obvious Kapunda, Trobish Kakonu Kapalu, as well as Christopher Mvula Banda. If this is when you've just joined us, wasangana tutea. Good night.